All right, everybody. Welcome back to Ghost Stories Told from the South. This is your co-host, Lexie. Unfortunately, the host will not be here right now. Um, the host, my dad, had to go do some errands, so he won't be here. Um, he's with the kids, and he couldn't get like 5 minutes away, so it's okay. So I said, hey, I come in podcast. It's fine. I understand. Um, so, and I have to get up early for work tomorrow, so I'm doing like a short, like 15-20 minute thing, and then I'm going. So yeah. All right, sorry about that, guys. I am back. I could hear my phone ringing in the background. I thought I had it on silent and I didn't, so I had to go and fix that. As I just said, my dad's not here. He's on his way actually, but like I said, I have to go to work early, so I'm gonna do my little stuff, and then he's gonna come in behind me and do his stuff, and we're gonna put it on our pit thingy. So yeah. So as you guys know, if you've been following us, I have been going like off of, I want to say, not so much like haunted places or people or things. Well, I can't say things. I've been going towards like um more deeper stuff. Like my last episode was about Ouija boards, the origin, some of the facts, the stories, what happens, the rules, stuff like that. So, and then this, I almost said this year, this episode, I'm going to be just doing like some random haunted objects or like things that intrigued me. So, yeah. And I have, I think, six. I could be wrong because I'm just kind of guessing because I know how many I have highlighted. But yeah. So, well, you gonna be here for a minute. All right. So, this first one is going to be about the Talman bed, the Talman bunk beds. And I have pictures pulled up because we got the two monitor thing. All right, I'm sorry about that. I just realized that we can't go like to the other computer and like for pictures while we're trying to record because it's on a different monitor. So that's nice. Okay, but I at least got the first picture pulled up. Um, you can look at it if you want to. I mean, the picture's like not old, but it's oldish. It's from the 1980s. I'm not gonna say that's old because I wish I was born in that time. Like everything about the 1980s and like the 90s, I love. So I don't want to call it old. But anyway, this is the the Talman bunk beds, and yeah. So, in the 1980s, Alan and Debbie Talman bought a bunk bed for their two kids at a secondhand shop. From the first night that they brought it home, it was very clear that something was wrong with the bed. First, one of her sons, or their sons, who had really even gotten a cold, like, was sick instantly. The radio on the nightstand, it didn't say like which one, like whose nightstand, but a clock on one of the nightstands began like turning on and off on its own. I said clock, I meant radio, I'm sorry. The youngest daughter claimed to see a witch standing over her in the bottom bunk. Doors moved, lights turned on and off, and this is only a taste of the strange happenings. And I quoted that off the article. I just wanted to say that. I didn't want you guys thinking that like I went genius on y'all because I just say what comes to mind. Soon the family began hearing voices throughout the house. This carried on for 9 months before they had enough, before they were like, that's it, we're leaving. When the first sign happens, that's normally whenever we're like, bye, but no, they just waited. How many months again? I don't remember where I was. Okay, I'm good now. Sorry. I'm a little bit of blonde, so like, I don't, yeah. Anyway. Oh, 9 months. That's what it was. Because when I saw 9 months, I thought about like pregnancy. So, the Talmans had bought the bunk beds. They got the bunk beds, destroyed them, and the haunting stopped apparently. And the article goes, apparently it was that easy. So, yeah. But the picture, like, because it's from the 1980s, so like it's not quality like it is now, and it looks like old, not old, but like vintage. That's a fancy way of saying old. Anyway, just look at it and you know what I mean, and like you can tell, and like just ugh. Looking at it, I would not want to sleep on it or be around it. But yeah. So that was the Talman bunk beds, and I'm sorry that like if this is the best. I've never done this by myself, and I was really shy at first, but then I realized, hey, I'm just like talking to myself, which I do a lot because I live alone. So you kind of got to get used to what you got. Anyway, so that's what I'm kind of doing. But yeah, I'm going to click over to the next picture, and I will be right back with y'all. Hang tight, y'all. All right, I'm back. So the next place that we are going to talk about is the Myrtle's Plantation Mirror. All right, so I think we've talked about Myrtle's Plantation, like the ghost energy and like kind of what happened there before, but I'm not positive, but I think we have. And I believe we did, so I don't remember anything about a mirror, and I was like, this is very interesting. So they say that mirrors have a long reputation, like connecting worlds of the living and the dead, because mirrors. Then the article goes like, the one sitting in this plantation is no different. I'm trying not to quote them, but like I want you guys to like kind of see what I'm reading. That makes sense. This mirror is over 200 years old and has been in a lot of stories of paranormal activity during the time at the plantation. So I'm pretty sure it's haunted. According to popular legend, one of the plantation slaves named Chloe, baked, this is a typo, so I'm not really sure what this says, but she baked a lace cake, and it poisoned 3 members of the Woodruff family, owners of the Myrtles at the time. I'm sorry, I'm not having it today. I was trying to say that the Woodruff family was the Myrtles at the time. I just can't talk, guys. Supposedly, Chloe was a, young slave girl, had been favored by one of the, the master of this place, and was given easier task because, like, he was like, I choose you. And then she was afraid that the master would become bored and put her back in the fields. She devised a plan to make his wife and 2 daughters ill and then heal them back to health. But, her plan didn't work because she was blinded. So, and then Chloe was murdered by the other slaves on the plantation, after the Woodruff woman died from the poison, and then their spirits are, like, trapped in the mirror to this day. So, and then, like, in the pictures, you can, like, see some figures and shadows and stuff, and it's creepy. I would want to go, but, like, if I see anything, I'm gonna probably poop myself, so. But, alright, I'm gonna click over, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Sorry, my dad got home, and I had to talk to him for a second. So he got here, and he was like, hey, let me join in, and I was like, nah. I want to do this by myself. Also, if you hear any yelling or screaming, so they're home now. And the kids don't listen to him. They're really mean to him. So, like, it's always a fight. So if you hear that, that's what that is. But I'll only be here for like 10 minutes and then we're switching and they should be fine. Anyway, so yeah. But now I can't talk, guys, and I'm so sorry. It's been a long day for me. It's been like a Monday. Anyway, so this is going to be our 3rd story. And this is about the killing chair of Thomas Busboy. Busboy? Wow, Lexie. I just butchered this name. I meant to say the killing chair of Thomas Busby. Busby. All right, I'm so sorry. That was so rude. Anyway, um, in June of 1702, two men were killed. One was bludgeoned to death, and the other was tarred, feathered, and hanged. The latter killed the former after they argued about the killer's wife, who was also the victim's father. And then after killing his father-in-law, Thomas Busby returned to his favorite chair at a quiet country inn nearby. Eventually, authorities tracked, Busby down to the chair, and he refused to leave. So eventually, Busby was, tried for the crime. He was found guilty and hanged at a nearby crossroad. Before he died, Busby cursed the chair. To anyone who sits in his beloved seat will surely meet death. Some say the chair has claimed the lives of some 63 people who, after taking a seat, had untimely deaths. Others say it's simply a matter of coincidence, but I say coincidence. So, yeah, that was a lot of I couldn't talk in that story, and I don't know why, but yeah, basically it's just this chair that this dude loved, but he was a murderer, and well, he killed. I don't know if that makes him a murderer, but because he didn't do it a lot, but I don't know. I don't know the terms. He killed people, and this was his favorite chair, and he just cursed it, and he was like, yeah. So, and I'm gonna warn you, the next story, I think you guys have heard it, but, yeah. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so, I believe me and Dad have talked about this, or I have at least. This is Robert the doll, or Robert the haunted figurine, but I don't know, and this was last minute because I couldn't do any research through the week, or I didn't have time, so I apologize, but I still wanted to do it because I really find dolls, and I hate dolls, but I really find them intriguing in the paranormal, but I hate them. I don't like it. Oh no. But okay, anyway, so this is once again the story about Robert the haunted figurine. Okay, so legend says that Robert possesses supernatural abilities, allowing him to move, change his facial expressions, and make giggling noises. The stories of Robert's haunted origins vary. Some say it's his original power. Otto was given. I gotta restart that whole sentence because I just was reading it so fast. Some say its original owner, Otto, his name was Otto, was given the doll by a young girl after he harmed her in some way. The doll, which she somehow charmed or cursed, has been plaguing the family over, forever. Other versions of the story say that years of neglected treatment of poor Robert made room for his spirit to take ownership, and local folklore says Robert has caused car accidents, broken bones, job loss, divorce, and among so many unfortunate events. Oh, and then he's also been in the horror film Curse of Robert the Doll, which was released in 2006. He's also been both on the Lore podcast and original series. I forgot that was on there. Yeah. I don't remember what I put whenever we first did this, and if we did it, but I had never looked at a picture of Robert the doll or Robert the haunted figurine. I don't like it, and it doesn't creep me out how normal dolls creep me out, and then because all these are side pictures, but then you look in his eyes, and it's no, I don't like it. So, but that's me. There's some people out there that love dolls and love them, collecting them and stuff. If I had dolls in my house, I'd burn it down. But I will happily look at them online, and then click out when I get scared. So, all right. I'm going to I'm going to click over and get the next picture up for y'all. All right, I'm back. Okay, so this is the fifth story. So this is Valentino's cursed ring. I pulled up pictures. It's legit a ring. It's like, I want to say burnt orange, but like wooden color. Yeah. Just, I would look at it because my difference of colors is probably different than your difference of colors, because everyone has like their own spectrum, if you know what I mean. If you don't, then it's okay, because I don't know what I mean half the time either. But okay, anyway, this is Valentino's cursed ring. So this ring comes with a long series of misfortunes. In 1920, movie star Rudolph Valentino bought a plain silver ring embedded with semi-precious stones from a jewelry store in San Francisco. He immediately fell in love with the ring and ignored the store owner's warnings, that, the store owner said that it was haunted, and he was trying to warn Valentino. I can't talk. Valentino wore the ring while filming a movie that was a complete failure. That's fantastic. After putting away the ring for many years, Valentino took it out for what would be his final movie, and then he died short. So he took it out for like the next. Sorry, I was reading that like as like I was supposed to like be like, dun dun dun, but I didn't. I read it as, this is what happened. So no, he went to like be like, okay, new movie, new me, and then pop on this ring just like we used to do, and I'm dead. So, like, literally, he died after he filmed that movie shortly after. Still wearing the ring. How nice, isn't it? Alright. It was then passed along to Polo Negri? I hope I'm saying that right, because I don't want it to sound like the other word that I'm not trying to say. She was one of Valentino's former lovers, who suffered a severe illness, but recovered. However, her career after the illness was over. She passed the ring on to her younger singer Russ Colombo, who died in a shooting accident. I'm not laughing at that, but just like, I'll get to the end in a minute. Then Colombo's friend, Joe Casino, wore the ring and died in a car accident 1 week later. James Willis attempted to steal the ring, but was caught by police and shot. It stops, but like it says that the list goes on and on and on. And then it goes, at least 3 more people who own the ring died while it was in their possession. This is one unlucky piece of property, and you don't want to get caught wearing it. So basically, you wear this ring. I'm so sorry because I paused. I know you guys heard that. I forget that I'm not home right now. I mean, not home alone right now. I thought that was a ghost and it scared me. Anyway, it's, yeah, basically like if you wear the ring, you're going to die. Or like have it in your possession. So don't have it in your possession. And I thought that was interesting. So yeah, let's go to the picture and I'll be back. And I'm back. It doesn't take me very long. I literally have to like click over and then press record again. So I know it's like a lot of breaks and I apologize, but one more story after this and we're done, guys. All right. So this is about the extinguished man. And this is a painting. So it's not going to be a long story. I'm sorry. But, oh, I lied. No, I didn't lie. I'm sorry. I was counting the one I had as 2 stories. But anyway. Okay, this is The Extinguished Man. This is the world's most haunted painting. The artist who created this work of art was a deeply disturbed individual. He mixed his blood with... I'm sorry. I kind of forgot what all I wrote about. because like when I do my research, I kind of forget, and like when I reread it for the show, I like surprise myself. So this artist created his work by mixing blood with oil paints to create the piece before committing suicide. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. I forgot about that. Like, I totally forgot. Wow. I was not expecting that. Okay. Cool. That's nice. Let's talk about the picture real quick. Yeah, like, I, you look at it and it gives you some vibes. You gotta look at it, y'all. You gotta look at it. Just type in the Extinguished Man and go to images. Oh, I don't like that feeling. Give me a second. Alright, guys. I'm back and I'm ready to talk about something again. Alright, so, my second to last story is going to be about the Hope Diamond. This is located in Washington, D.C., and this diamond is 45 carats. That's the weight. It's violet, and it's haunted, apparently. So, this is apparently one of the most famous diamonds in the world. And then, like, the article is like, so maybe that's not so surprising. But, like, I don't know. It's how you look at it. Some people, are like superstitious and are like, the accidents happened for a reason, or like whatever. In the earliest form, the diamond was said to be stolen from a statue. The thief was subjected to an extremely unfortunate death. And it just kicked off like the string of people who ever owned it or touched it over the years just had terrible fates. I don't know this guy's first name, so I'm going to say Colette. He died by suicide. Princess de Lamba, I hope that's how you say that, was killed in a massacre in the French Revolution. And merchant Jean La Teverie, I don't know, was mauled by wild dogs. Wow, okay. Okay. And then it was donated to where it is now in 1958. So, I mean, I guess that helps. But, like, at the same time, that's a lot. Like, you can't... What's your first thing you're gonna do whenever you see something pretty? Or, like, me when I see a rock, oh, that's a rock I must touch. Like, I want to touch this thing. But then I'm like, oh, wait, Lexie, you can't because you're going to die. So, if you ever see this Hope Diamond, don't touch it, y'all. Alright, let me switch over for the last story. Alright. I'm back. So, this is the last and final story, and then I'll catch up with y'all. So, this is going to be about the Dark Mirror. Alright? This is in the Traveling Museum of Paranormal and Occult. Okay, so, the museum got this dark mirror from the original owner who purchased it while attending a psychic fair in the Columbus area. The same owner said that they were struck with very upsetting visions, like when glazing into the mirror's reflection. According to the museum, visitors also claimed to have reported uncomfortable sightings, such as their own corpses, when glazing into the reflective glass. So, when I read the title, The Dark Mirror, I was like, you mean, like, it's not clean? Like, that's legit, I thought, because it didn't say black. It didn't say, like, you have to be specific with me, and my mind works so different. But I looked it up, and it's literally a frame, or the mirror frame, and then just pitch black. But like it's a mirror so you can still see your reflection. So, I mean, would you want a black mirror? I don't know, like it's cursed, so probably not a good idea. But whatever you gotta do, boo. All right, y'all. So I've said y'all so many times today, but anyway. So I know I suck, but that was it for me. I'm gonna go switch my laundry, talk with my dad for a second, and go home because I gotta go to work early tomorrow. And yeah, so I have some stuff coming up, and you guys should check it out. Um, and I know that like I really haven't like been like probably the best co-host or whatever, and I feel bad because like you guys are still downloading the shit out of stuff like so much, and I appreciate it so much, but like I'm just going through a lot and I don't have time all the time to podcast. Like I started a new job about almost 2 months ago, and it's a 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, but I have to work a lot of overtime. So like I'm almost never home, and then when I do get home, I still have to, be an adult and stuff. So I don't have a lot of free time. And then if I can I attempt to do this when I can. That's what I'm trying to get at. And then there's other stuff, but we're not going to get into that because I don't do this with you guys. We're not on that level. I mean, we can be, but Lexie's not ready for that yet. I think I'd cry. Anyway, so this has been Ghost Stories Told from the South with just the co-host Lexie. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I know that it was weird without my dad here, but like it was really fun doing it by myself. Like I actually liked it, and I hope you guys liked it. I know that it was awkward and there was a lot of pauses, and I was being silly, and like there wasn't like no input after I laughed or something, but like it was really fun. And I know that like some points I didn't make sense, but like you guys know me. You guys if you guys have been listening, you guys know. So, but all right, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. You are gorgeous. You are smart. You are important. Do your daily affirmations. Do your do your workouts, do your meal prep, whatever you gotta do. Live your life, boo. Love y'all. Bye.
Well. Hello, my fine, scary friends. This is your host with the most. Your man of the hour, the scary Stephen Booth. Stephen Le Booth. That's me. Here to tell you some scary stories from Transylvania. I'm just joshing you. It's old Steven, guys. How's everybody doing? Yeah, Lexie came and cut hers because I had baseball practice with Jackson, so I had to go take him there. And Lexie just went ahead and did hers first, and I'm gonna wrap it up. So, hope you enjoyed her show. I hope it was good. I'm kind of proud of her. She had to come do this, and she did it so she could go to bed early. She's got to be in work early tomorrow. But yep. It's going to be a fun time. I got some good old scary stories from Spain. So if I butcher the spelling again today, I will apologize. But there's a lot of pretty sweet words in Spain, I'll tell ya. But I hope everybody's been doing good. But I guess let's get on with the stories. Like I said, I'm going over Spain. My first story is going to be the Carrera de la Flore de la Rea in Barcelona. This medieval castle was built in the 11th century. The most spectacular fortress is a luxury hotel at present time. That means now. So that's what it was built for. Was a huge ass castle, and now it's a hotel, which would be pretty cool. That way people can enjoy the history of your culture or wherever you're from. That'd be pretty cool. But I bet you it's freaking spooky. People and tourists who stay here enjoy a royal luxury as well as the beauty of the surrounding nature. But the room number 712 in this hotel has a haunting reputation. Though no one had seen any ghost, guests who stayed in the room had reported furniture being gathered in the middle of the room during at night, and it's a mystery. Everybody who stays in that room, they don't hear any ghost or anything. But they always wake up and the furniture's like at the center of the room. It's pretty creepy. But yeah, people have had experiences there. Your normal stuff, except for like seeing ghosts. They really haven't seen a whole lot of ghosts, but they get more activity with furniture moving, voices, stuff like that. So hey, if you're ever in Barcelona and you got the money, go stay at this place. Pretty classy, pretty freaking classy. Classy. All right, let's get my time down. And okay, now I'm going to go with another career place. Career Joseph Torres in Barcelona. Augusta Antizares was an industrialist who in 1892 was facing serious financial problems, and it is now considered to be one of the most haunted places in Spain. Nevertheless, he wanted to finish building a fine house for himself and Garcia. He decided to make a deal with the devil, selling his soul in exchange for fortune. He ended up winning the lottery and conquestedly decorated the vacant sorry, I am so tongue-tied. He ended up winning the lottery and decorated the house with nice furniture and finished the house up with that. He put like expensive gargoyles on the front, expensive paintings out front. But yeah, it's really haunted too. You'll see apparitions, and I think it's one of their top restaurants, they say too. So yeah, if you're ever there, go there. It's a pretty haunted. I didn't know this either, but he decorated it too with demon heads and stuff. I'm sorry, they were demon heads. They weren't gargoyles. They were demon heads. What the fuck? Wow. Huh. Well, I guess that was his way of repaying his debt to the devil. But yeah, go check this place out. It's apparently pretty damn spooky. People have been touched, hear voices. They say the ghost of the man that built it is there, haunting the place. So, yeah, go check that bad boy out. Now, this next one I'm fixing to do, this place is huge. Huge, I tell yous. Huge. It is called... let me get my... there we go. 3429G. Okay, this is a big place. You should look it up and you'll know why. It sits right on top of a fucking mountain and overlooks everything. It looks like it used to be a big old fortress, but we'll get into that. But its place is beautiful. You ought to check it out. I'll tell you the name here in a bit. Looming proudly on top of the selection of Spanish hills and mountains are some of the country's finest hotels. The spookiest is Pardora's Hotel. It was founded in 1928 by King Alfonso the 10th, I think it looks like. In his bid to make Spain more attractive to tourists and more magnificent and conservative of some of these Spain's oldest and most magnificent historic buildings into luxury hotels. Oh, so that's what Spain started doing. That's why. I was wondering why there's two hotels, and I thought might have been the same thing, but it's not. So apparently Spain's going around and turning these old castles and stuff like these into hotels, so that, which was pretty cool doing that back then. I mean, still probably draws a big revenue to Spain. That's a smart idea. Pretty cool, man. Oh, where was I? 70%. Yet taking a vacation at one of these hotels isn't always just a tale of mystery and suspense. Deep within the Paradora's weather-beaten walls are stories of tragic deaths and pilgrims, monks, dukes, kings who inhabited them. The Alhambra is perhaps the most magnificent of the Spanish hotels. Well, that's not the one I wanted to know about. Well, I effed that up. I think I screwed up again. Yeah, it's okay. It's still the same one. Okay, where was it's one of the most magnificent Spanish historic buildings. Once a Moorish Moorish palace. It is here that the there, I gotta do this so I can see my paper. It was here that the famous writer Washington Irving was once being Herman Squatter recorded the history of these sweeping buildings and gardens. Pursuits high on the hilltops overlooking once Islamic Gardea in the southern Spanish region of Andalusia. It is there that the Moorish Southerns discovered discovered an affair between the favorite concubine and one of his conquistadors. Oh. The lovers were pardoned in the counter, and the counters were executed. Some of the guests at the parter have been sworn that they hear the ghost of love-striking couple still roaming the palace and grounds on still moonlit nights. So still on moonlit nights, you can see where these two people were, their ghosts to still be running off, having an affair, having their little affair thing, which is, man, that would just suck to be a ghost because you're stuck on repeat. You're stuck on this one loop, you know, kind of like these two people. They were so in love in life, and then life or lust. I mean, whatever you want to call it. But that's another podcast. This is ghost stories, guys. Okay. Okay, get back to... Where was I? Okay. See, I always hate when I lift my head up. I lose my place. Okay. Anyways, her ghost is said to still inhabit the tower. Oh, that ain't the one. Son of a biscuit. Okay, here we go. The forbidden love is a powerful theme in the ghost stories of the Paradol Padre Padre I cannot talk for fucking shit tonight. Never mind. Pardeos. Pardeos, perhaps the most well known is the daughter of the 11th century vixen. Although promised a noble man, she fell in love with a lowly governor. A lonely governor who was also a Moor, a double sin. So he was a lowly governor and he was a Moor. That was a double sin. Her father locked her in one of the castle towers, which is now the Pardon de Cardol Tower, promising to release her when she conceded to quit seeing the guy, basically. A woman of her convictions, she refused and lived a long and lonely life locked away from her lover in the world. Her ghost is said to still inhabit the tower. Some 900 years after she died there, her desperately sad desperately sad persists is often felt in the room